everyone, and welcome back to Tina's Test Kitchen. Thanks for visiting. Today I'm in the kitchen making breakfast, more specifically breakfast quesadillas. So let's go over those list of ingredients. I'm going to use some eggs. I will add about a quarter cup of milk to my eggs before I scramble them. We have some bacon, some long stem green onions, some salt and pepper, and our flour tortillas. Let's get started. All right, so we're going to first start with our bacon. I don't cook my bacon on the stovetop in my skillet. I actually prefer to do it in the oven on my cookie sheet. So I'm going to line my cookie sheet with several layers of Reynolds wrap. I'm going to make sure that the tops are kind of high on the Reynolds wrap form so that way the grease doesn't splatter all over in the oven. I'm going to put the bacon in the oven. When the oven is cold, I'm going to set the oven at 375, set a timer for 12 minutes, take the bacon out, flip the bacon, put it back in for an additional 12 minutes, and you guys, it ends up being super crispy. Let's get started. It might kind of seem like a waste to do the whole Reynolds wrap idea with using so much of it, but to be honest with you, to me this is a little bit healthier way of enjoying bacon without getting the bacon grease absolutely everywhere. So I learned this hack on Pinterest. So all we're going to do is make sure that the sides of it are completely up, and then you're just going to fold over the side. So again, sides are up on both the front and the back, and I'm just going to fold that over, and that creates a nice high profile for the Reynolds wrap going all the way around. So now we're going to do the other piece. Again, pulling up on both sides and then wrapping that around. So now we have a good little profile on the Reynolds wrap so that the grease doesn't splatter all over. I'm going to put this piece on the inside. Now I am going to do one final layer of Reynolds wrap on the inside just so that way the grease doesn't get in between the Reynolds sheets. And to be honest with you guys, there's almost no cleanup from this, which is perfect. So we're going to grab another piece of Reynolds wrap and just put that on the inside. All right, so now let's layer the bacon. So I'm not going to put too much of a space between the pieces of bacon. I'm just going to layer them one right next to one another. And you guys, if you guys are looking for like an easy recipe to do for breakfast any given day of the week, it just gives you a new twist on like a scrambled egg, because we're going to have the tortilla as well as the bacon and also cheese. We're also going to use some cheese. So this should be something that's quick and easy for you and your family. I know my husband and I enjoy these when I make them. They are really good. Sometimes I will have mine with some guacamole and some sour cream. All right, we are almost done. Got our last piece of bacon in there. I'm going to move this one up here and then move some of these over a little. All right, let's get it in the oven. Okay, so we have our freshly washed green stem onions that I'm going to be using for the breakfast quesadillas, as well as the loaded potato casserole for later. So just going to chop these very fine, as again, they're going to be going into both of our dishes. So you'll want them finely chopped. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these finished. Okay, you guys, our bacon is all finished. As you can see, it's nice and golden brown. It is fully cooked, and this is going to go for both recipes, both the breakfast quesadillas that we're having this morning and my loaded potato casserole that I'm going to be putting in the oven later today. looks delicious, and smells even better. Alright, so I'm just going to crack my eggs in my bowl. It's just the two of us, you guys. I'm just making 2 quesadillas. So 6 eggs should be way more than enough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dump in my onions. Again, going to add about a 1/4 cup of milk, as well as our salt and our pepper. Just going to whisk this all together, make sure everything is all well blended. Alright, let's get it on the stove. Okay, so the best thing about my hex-clad pans, you guys, it doesn't take much to heat up. I did go ahead and use a little bit of cooking spray. It's not required, but it is something that I do like to do, just simply to make sure that they're not going to stick. Now, I can tell you, though, that it doesn't require such a high heat when you're cooking with your hex-clad pans. You can do it at a medium to low heat and everything comes out fine. Again, we're just going to scramble these eggs, you guys, and then we will move on to our next step. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on building our quesadillas. So we do have our flour tortillas here. I'm just going to grab a couple of them. Alright, so I like to kind of fold them in half to kind of get that form. This is just going to make it easier when I do fill the tortillas with the breakfast ingredients. So again, just folding it, so at least that way when I add the rest of the ingredients, it's not a problem. I am going to put some cheese on the one side. And yes, you guys, I am aware I am using old school cheese. It's Velveeta. It's what I grew up with. So you stick with what you like. So now I'm going to go ahead and add this piece of cheese to this one. I'm going to tear up the little corners, you guys, just because I don't want it to burn in the pan. All right, so now we have our cheese all set. I'll utilize these extra pieces over here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. And then also add our slices of bacon. This, again, you guys, is the bacon I just made in the air fryer, in the oven. And again, it's very, very good bacon. A little healthier, in my opinion, than just frying it on the skillet. And it's a lot less mess. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish the second one. All right. We've got our bacon, the eggs. It's already seasoned with salt and pepper. I'm just going to fold it over, brown each side of the quesadilla, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, so the quesadillas are done on one side, so I just need to flip them over. So very carefully, I'm just going to kind of sandwich them between 2 little spatulas. And as you guys can see, they are nice and golden brown. All right, so we are almost set. All right, our breakfast quesadillas are all finished. They smell amazing. You can see all of our layers. We have our bacon, we've got the cheese, we've got the eggs. Normally, you guys, I would pair these with sour cream, salsa or even some guacamole. But unfortunately, I don't have guacamole and I don't have salsa. But speaking of salsa, you guys, we have some incredible neighbors. We have a couple in our neighborhood. Their names are Megan and Andy Lorenz. They are a small business in our local neighborhood in Eastmark. And they have a company called Upgrade Salsa. You guys, their salsa is super delicious. It's very, very well made. It's all fresh ingredients. They offer it in several different flavors and different spices. So for now, let's check this out and give it a taste with just some sour cream. You guys, these are so, so good. You can taste the crispiness of the bacon, even the onions and the eggs. These are definitely a go-to in my house for breakfast. So super simple to make, doesn't take much time, and you can mix it up with the ingredients. You can add some spinach, anything you'd like. All right, well, we do have another completed meal in the kitchen. Thank you so much for visiting today. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Please subscribe to my channel. Until next time, guys, bye-bye.